guys doing this morning? My goodness. You know, it's so funny that people always calling about a smear campaign when they've been smearing up some stuff. You know, it's quite funny to me that we have people that on the Republican side saying that the Democrats are launching a smear campaign regarding Donald Trump. Let's get into this conversation really quick as I head down the highway. Okay, I want to talk about this really quick because that's just totally false. It's not a smear campaign, okay? MAGA, come on, get in here, let's talk. Do you not realize that one of the talking points of President Trump's voting campaign was that he was going to release the Epstein Files? He was going to drain the swamp, right? Okay, so what is taking so long? What is the problem? It's not a smear campaign if his name is not implicated in what is hidden in the Epstein Files. Okay, so let's talk about it. Look, we just came out of the longest shutdown in history, the longest government shutdown in history. Okay, and if you all did not know, there was an Arizona congresswoman that had been elected, right? Congresswoman Grinalda. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And forgive me, Congresswoman Grinalda, if I am mispronouncing your name. So, Congresswoman Grinalda was, yes, I am, Erica. I'm driving to work. Congresswoman Grinalda was elected approximately around the time the government shut down. Now, this is what's interesting, okay? She could have been voted in, okay? She could have been not voted in, but sworn into Congress. But Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, chose not to, give her vows to swear her into office. This is convenient. This shutdown and everything was so convenient regarding the Epstein Files as well. It's all tied into one. So I need you to sit down, and if you're in your car, buckle up and hold on tight. We're going to talk about this, like I said, as I mosey on down this highway. Okay? So, do I think Trump is doing a good job? President Trump has done a good job on some things and other things not. Okay, so and let me give you my disclaimer. I'm not a Republican nor am I a Democrat. Okay, but this platform is for people to voice their opinions on. And please, as you come into the chat, be mindful that we respect one another, so respect the host. Okay, so I just want to tie in some clues to why the government may have been shut down. Okay, for the longest shutdown in history, mind you, but we did not hear about, or maybe you may not have heard about, Congresswoman Grinalda, who was supposed to have been sworn in approximately the same amount of days that the government had been shut down. 54 days, I believe, she was sitting, waiting to be sworn in. Now, you might say, well, what does that mean? I mean, she's a congresswoman of Arizona, but she was the only Democrat that they needed to sign off on releasing the Epstein Files. Now, mind you, while go into her office. She can work. The government is shut down, mind you. He could have sworn her into office, okay, prior to the government shutting completely down, but he did not. He waited because she was that vote needed to release the Epstein Files. Now, they were playing a game. They all play this game, and like I say, they all are the same when it comes to my opinion. Okay, my opinion, they all are in the boat together because the soon will be a one world order. Okay, and so, but anyway, that's not the topic of the day. So, Mike Johnson stated that she could go into office, she could work. I'm talking about Congresswoman Gornalda, who has been sitting waiting to get sworn into office, and she just was sworn in this week, okay? Now, she was the missing link, if you will, to being the signing off on the document to release the Epstein Files. And Mike Johnson was playing games, talking about she can go into work, she can go into office. I've had government jobs before. I've been GS. I have, and I know, and I've worked on several military bases before. You cannot work in a complete capacity when you don't have the official code, when you don't have the official CAT card, when you cannot get into a government computer, you cannot work. Although the office, they hand you your office keys, which they did hand her keys to the office, but that's like me giving you a new car, but I don't give you the keys. The engine is not in the car. You cannot move the car. Okay? So they were playing games the whole time where they did not give her access to any government official computers, anything she needed, cell phones, anything of that nature. So she's just now gotten sworn in to office. Release the files. Now, they may say, well, you know what? The Democrats are playing dirty. They're playing dirty because why now are they releasing these three emails when in actuality there were more than three emails that were released regarding President Donald Trump? Okay, this is after the government shut down, and they're trying to say, oh, the Republicans, mind you, are trying to say the Democrats are just now trying to release these three emails because they need some leverage, right? Because they shut the government down, they harm the American people, yada, yada, yada. And so they must make President Donald Trump look bad regarding the Epstein Files. And so they released these three emails to create a smear campaign. Now, mind you, I hope that you took note that one of the running talking points that President Trump had during his run for office was he was going to drain the swamps, right? As you come in the building, go ahead, double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel today. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Double tap your screen, participate. Now, look, Donald Trump said he was going to drain the swamp, meaning he was going to let you all know what was in the Epstein Files. Why hasn't he pushed himself? He came into office, he was elected, he's been in there almost a complete year, right? Yeah. Why wasn't that the first thing on his desk, okay, to get opened up and released? It wasn't. So the Democrats released these three so-called emails, but there were more emails. And this is the kicker. The Republicans released the email, and then that even implied even more harm to Donald Trump's reputation regarding these Epstein Files. President Donald Trump, you said that you were going to drain the swamp. We want to know about these pedophiles, these people who harm children and women. We want to know what is in the Files. And I know that in one of his press conferences, Donald Trump had said, after he said he was going to drain the swamp, then came back, well, it might harm more people than do good. No, let it harm the people that it needs to harm, because these people harmed children, women and children. Okay? So go ahead, double tap your screen. Let's get into it. Okay? So while they were playing games, holding back Congresswoman Granada from getting sworn in because they thought that that was going to delay the files being released. I want to give you a message really quick as I go down this highway and byways. Folks, get out of the way. Can't drive. Move. Okay, as I go down this highway and byway, to let you know that they still might have a trick up their sleeve regarding the Epstein Files and them being delayed even further from being released. Okay, so what they have is, we know that they did reopen the government. They reopened the government, but they will be the government will be subject. The government will be subject to another shutdown in January. Okay. Before you can even spell it out, let me go ahead and put you on the block list, Ben. Okay. Let me go ahead and remove you, Ben. Yeah. Hold on, cause we got ignoramuses up in here. Okay. Y'all just give me a minute. I got to deal with idiots. Over. Hold tight. I don't know why this doing this one at a doggone time. Why you gonna just get deleted the whole message? You trying to spell something out? You're retarded. Okay. Bitch, you're retarded. Hold on, let me get that last one, because you had tried to have it with the heart. Go ahead, get the thumbs up as you come in the building. You know, I know the devil don't like the truth to come out. I'm just giving you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You use your conductive reasoning. Okay, that's what I need the American people to do, to use their conductive reasoning to make a wise decision on what's going on in your government and how they're playing you. I'm for the people. I'm about the people, for the people. Okay, so let me continue. I was saying that there is one more trick up their sleeve. Okay, and that is that they are going to possibly shut the government down again in January. Okay? And mind you, double tap your screen as you come into the building. They're going to double tap you, yeah, America. They're going to double tap you on the head with this trick they might be holding up their sleeve when it comes to the Epstein Files. Okay, so they had that trick with holding Congresswoman Granada out of office for at least 50 something days. As long as the government was shut down, that is as long as give or take a couple of days. Congresswoman Granada was not sworn in, and while Mike Johnson was playing games with y'all, talking about she could go into her office and work when she didn't have no clearance. But they think American people are dumb. Well, it's some dumb American people like Dirty MAGA, dumb as hell, But anyway, have you ever heard of a pocket veto? A pocket veto. Anyone? Anyone? Anyone heard of a pocket veto? I'm not talking about rap songs right now. I'm talking about government. No. Okay. Thank you, Patrick, for answering the question. Well, this is one of maybe the last hurrahs to keep the Epstein files from your eyes, okay? So, mind you, I just told you, and not only me, if you've been paying attention to the news, that the government may shut down again in January. So, now that Granada is signed up, has been sworn into office in Congress, they can now move forward for bringing out the Epstein files. But there are some roadblocks to that because if Congress is shut down due to holidays, what are coming up? Your holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving and December, what's December? Christmas holidays. They can shut down Congress, pity pat around, and not bring out the Epstein files. Also, if they pass the holidays but shut the government down again in January, then they will not be releasing the Epstein files because why? Congress is out and the government is shut down again. So, what that would do would send that when Congresswoman Granada signs off for that to go up to President so he can open it, President Donald Trump can let that sit on his desk, act like he did not see it, right? The government will be shut down, and or the holidays, right? And guess what? It's a rinse and repeat because after a certain amount of time that document is sitting on President Trump's desk, he can kick it back down the road, back into Congress, and then what do we have? A rinse and repeat. So you'll be waiting even longer for the Epstein files to come out. Trust and believe, you heard it here. I'm just reporting the news. Don't be mad at me. Don't bring your racist or your bigotry over here onto the platform. I'm just giving you the news that you truly can use. Okay? So, hey, President Donald Trump, you rolled your campaign trail on the fact that you said you were going to release the files. You said that you were going to release the files and drain the swamp. You have yet to drain the swamp. Please drain the swamp, President Trump. And don't keep saying that it's a smear campaign. How are they smearing him if he didn't have anything to hide or doesn't have anything to hide, right? Right. All right. You all check out, because I know a lot of you did not answer when I asked you about a pocket veto. So go do some research on a pocket veto. Understand you have two holidays coming up and the possibility of another government shutdown, which can cause, hey, those Epstein files to be hidden once again. And this, with the people in the chat, and the dirty Democrats that are not Democrats. You might be dirty Democrats in the chat too. Like I told you, I'm not a Democrat nor am I a Republican. I am a person that's offering you a platform to talk and express yourself. But we have dirty MAGA in here that would rather hurl insults instead of, Lord, protecting women and children from pedophiles. Lord, we need to drain the swamp. We need to drain it quickly. All right? If we can go and clean up these cities, President Trump,